Okay, hi everyone. I did a live version where I was showing the studio, and I thought I would do it and upload it so more people could see it. So this is my home setup, and this is where I do my live feeds right here. So I have the holder there, and I'll back up here so you can see it. So I don't usually have, I have usually the t-shirt of the Grinch in the window there, but the tiger and the other one are against the wall usually, but for show and tell, I put them up there so you guys could see that too. All right, behind the tiger is a fan, all right, and the fan is to, send the air out the window. It's a sliding window there. Okay, so over here I have a Terry Hill silent air compressor. I'll show you how silent it is, as loud as it gets. It's on wheels, which I changed from the factory to, I had my friend put on air tires instead of the ones that were solid. It's a half horsepower, 6-gallon tank, and it's really a great, you could take it on the road, telescopic handle would come up, and you could just wheel it like a suitcase, carrier. Then you have the manifold over here that allows me to work the 4 different guns. I do have an 8 piece manifold that's not set up. That's good for t-shirts and stuff. Just extra paintbrushes and things from for doing acrylics and other things from my old art school. Auto Air Restorer. I just cleaned out my nozzle on my Micron and HPSB Plus just by putting the tip of it in it. It's very great. It's great restorer. It really, don't leave it on too long because you'll go after the O-rings. And I use the Createx paints, the alcohol, the Windex, kind of giving you a thorough rundown here. My tapes, masking, painter's blue tape there, and the white tape, which is artist tape. And then we've got some stencils here that I keep in these swing out drawers right here. And this is all stuff I can get to very quickly. You got your X-acto knives. You've got your Stabilo pencils for, writing on slick surfaces. And down here I have the drawer with the erasers and the electric erasers and different things like that, Tombos and things like that. So that's on a rolling cart from my old studio, and it comes in handy. And now we have over here, while we're going by, I'll show you the t-shirts. That's a young Betty White, a young Betty Davis when she was a silver screen actress, and that's on a t-shirt. That was a demo. Okay, and that, of course, was made for me, just for a demo. And that is my t-shirt stuff. And there's a tiger that's not finished. That basically I can work on anytime I want, but I'm doing a lot of fine art right now. This is the daylight. Showing you all this so you can really know, like, for doing the kind of artwork I'm trying to go after, which is the fine art here. Okay, reference picture, and then the painting. That's a live feed. You can watch that on my YouTube channel. That's a live feed that I'm working on. And this is nice. This is it's a light box for lighting up, tracing down stuff. And, there's a few more stencils. I built a little ledge on this desk. It's a glass top desk, but it doesn't go up high enough, so I got it from Coast Airbrush. Whoops, sorry. I have I'll show from the other side. Can't really get to it there. Okay, I got that from Coast Airbrush. It's just a table easel, and it goes to where I want it angle-wise. So, and then I have my little setup here for my live feed. What I do is I put a couple trays here. That one, I turn it and bring it in. That goes out to the garage where I would cut the clay board and different things like that. This is a nice feature that I got through my son. My son gave it to me, actually. It's a rolling cart. Got my Createx paints. Got my half 1 ounce, I'm sorry, 1 ounce solo cups for mixing my colors in. And then storage of the t-shirt. And then down there, alcohol. This is a great thing here. I like this. I could put that right in the nozzle. It's a squirt bottle. And the nozzle for the Eclipse airbrush, or sending water like a jet stream right through the airbrush. So that's a nice rolling cart. Here's some paintings that I showed before, but I don't think as many people are seeing the live feed as uploaded video. So I thought I'd do a studio tour. I used to have a store. I had a brick and mortar and art school, sign shop. And now I have, let me back this out. There we go. So I hung up some paintings that I have there that are mostly finished, but some are still being worked on. Kitty cat. Painted that for myself. And yeah, I don't have a glass cover on that because I like the flat surface there. Different paintings, Passion of the Christ. Jim Caviezel played that part. This is from Unsplash, I think. Playboard reference picture. You can see it's all fogged out in here. Still, I gotta tweak it out, get it to be more finished. One of my first projects when I went to Drew Blair's school in the 90s, when he was in Wake Forest, and worked on that there. And my journey began from Airstorm 94 to now, because I still get the classroom in a box setups. This is a photo of a painting that I did of a commissioned job for the pet portrait thing. That's just a painting of my cat, but it's not my. I saw it in a magazine and I just was like, I'm just going to paint it for myself because it's identical to my cat. It wasn't a magazine, I'm sorry. Black and white on Bristol board cartooning. We got military art, all heat distortion. A little bird that I took a picture of in the backyard, hummingbird, my shark. And of course, this guy here, Phantom, I think it is. So, this is the setup. I have the drawers. These drawers work out good for storing reference pictures of things that I want to paint or have painted. These are a lot of files with more reference pictures. There's the wolf. And that would be right over here at this desk. So this is my OT light that it's a color correct light bulb, just like the daylight. Everything has to be pure daylight lighting. Even the bulbs on the tripod, they're daylight bulbs. Okay, that's acrylics. That's under first. No, it's not under first. It's shining because I was erasing, I guess. There's a cat that I'm painting just the eye right now. There's a wonderful stencil you can get through Blair School of Realism. 5 color wheels to help you see the different values of the colors and many other things. That's my mother that I found and cleaned it up on a Restore. So you could see the photograph. It's an old photo that I'm trying to take off the ink and put back the shading because I got too dark. Clayboard, that is a sunset with a lot of clouds. Galaxy, I got to finish that one. Got to finish a lot of them. The storm, electrical storm. A lot of free websites where you get the images. My granddaughter, and my friend's Corvette, a Drew Blair poster. I got a lot of them. obviously I talk about Drew because he's my teacher, and I'm a teacher, but he's my teacher till the end because I love his style. That's a wolf that I'm working on, and I have to revisit that one. So over here we have storage of some, probably a t-shirt that I'm not going to continue on because I messed up on that one. I think I was painting the Grinch again. Some more posters, some stuff I had in the store of. So these are things that I'll use for, there's my clay board back there that I cut down to size. A little cartooning, inking in with micron pens, going to the different courses over the years. I love this thing that Wada gave me. He gave it to me as a gift. I replaced my broken cup on my micron, and it was a number of years apart, and I just called them or hit them up with an email, and they said, yeah, just show us a picture of it, and they replaced it. A little advertisement from when I had my studio, and one of my earlier pet portraits. And so over here in the closet, I have all my old books from my art school, from acrylic painting to airbrushing, animation. We did a lot of different stuff. This is a Corvette that I was working on illustration board. Don't have the reference picture anymore. It was a brochure. I might, try to use one from online just to push it further. And we got Curly, the Rifleman, Chuck Connors. There's a Terry Hill step-by-step in Airbrush Action Magazine that I did for myself, and as probably a demo for students to show them, how to go about doing that. Watercolor, that's my wife's work. Black and white, I don't know who that guy is, Sir Paul. And of course, Chuck Brown and Snoopy. Anyway, so all these little bins are all organizers, micron pens, making the video a little longer so you can see more details. There's my many needles along with many x-acto blades and handles rather. And so the different drawers, I use all this stuff all the time. You need to, obviously different things for different things. Okay, so what else we got here? Grandkids, more or less, some of the art stuff in here. I showed you that one. Yeah, over here, more paintings in a storage, just not finished Galaxy painting. And again, these drawers are great. My son gave them to me when he moved his studio to New York from New Jersey. I'm in New Jersey. There's a Sharpen Air. Can't be without that, guys. Sharpen Air pad for polishing. Graphite trace down paper. That's probably my Eclipse airbrushes, the t-shirt style. The reason why I say probably is it is, but it's like not used that much right now. Wicked paints, right, and all that. And just storage, more paintings on a bookshelf. That was a picture I took in my neighborhood. It's being worked on, touched up. That's my grandson and his cousin. I guess it's when they were little. I took that picture and acrylics and Bob Ross style down there. And there's a flame. And this is you can hear the compressor in the background. This is my compressor when I had my studio. I had a ventilation downdraft desk that had 6 students at it, 3 on each side, and then this compressor. And it was set up inside with the 8 manifolds, using 6 for guns, obviously. And yeah, it's still working. It's just not being needed right now. And then, of course, the old oilless diaphragm type compressor, storage of transfer tape. I use that a lot for cutting my clay board. Some vinyl from when I was in the sign business. And of course, gold tape and things that I got from a friend, Christopher Garcia. Sent me some stuff to work with. And so that's that there. I just want to make sure you're seeing everything. That's probably, like files and stuff for home paperwork. Oh yeah, these stencils here. I put them out so you guys could see the texture on this. It's Drew Blair's stencils, Mylar. They're very durable and they're super detailed. So you might want to check them out. Okay. And you got for doing like jeans, there's for the hair stencil where you open up that a little bit and you spray through it. There's your, comes with the hair thing, the hair classroom in a box, but I just bought these separate. The only classroom in a box that I have is the color theory, and I'm working on it like every few days. I'm just studying it because I want to master the mixtures, then I'll move on to other things. So I think over here you could just see a little bit of the colors that are made, okay, and I put numbers on them. And that's for me to grab and spray in the correct area. I have my own little system. So that's my setup. Okay, I'll show you a long shot here. Oh yeah, I want to show you one more thing. So there's, some painter's lamps and stuff. And I got the fan up there. And so that's what I am doing. When I used to go on the road, I would take this thing, which is a art, oh gosh, is it art tool? I'm not sure, let's see. Yeah, art bin, I'm sorry, art bin. And I would take this out, you could put your paintbrushes in there, and it's all stored. I could even put a little compressor down in the bottom, or I could put, I'll just shut that now. Storage of paints, back and forth. It's got the telescopic handle, and you could just roll that around. And this hot light needs a new bulb. So I have the two of them from the studio from back in the day, and they're valuable. I mean, any kind of lighting that can give you the correct, so you can see the colors right and see better. So there's a painting that has all its paints mixed. This is my little system to organize. There's the painting that I'm working on. And there's the reference pictures in there. And I'll cover that with, just to protect it, just throw one of the pictures over the top of it and protect it like that. So this one here is the flame, and it's got all of its information there for me. And this is an older painting that I did that's needs some tweaking, detailing. So, and what's down here? Watercolor. More stencils that are the old school green ones. And hoses and all kinds of airbrush holders. And the Manifold is in there. The one that I told you about. It's 8. It holds 8, I think. Got that at Coast Airbrush, I do believe. And I can use that again, obviously, for when I need to have like the T-shirt gun set up. And so that's kind of it. I have more things in here that probably are irrelevant to you guys, but there's my Micron pens and different things. Empty drawer for acrylic paints, squeegees, parts, sandpaper 1000 and all that kind of stuff. And talk about a manifold here. Look at Terry Hill's setup. We lost Terry Hill a number of years ago, but not too far back. But he had 32 guns, and he built that manifold. And when I was with him, I said, hey, you clean all that? And he says, you don't have to. You keep them plugged into the bottle, and you don't have to clean them that often. Every once in a while. So that's my studio, guys. More projects laying around. And, yeah, got the internet back in here for the rest of the house. That's just to have online help, right? And so that's it pretty much. There's more storage, obviously, for paper towels and paints that are just stored in there that are old paints in the solo cups. And then this thing turns around. The last thing we'll talk about is that this guy here is my India inks. Whoops, sorry. This rag I just throw on top of my mayonnaise jar there, whatever it is, and it has holes in it. Drain the tank and keep it from going, keeping the air from all getting smoky, and then put on the fan, and it's nothing. It just doesn't come into the room at all. So, yeah, having the right equipment, and if you can't afford, say, certain types of silent compressors, there's all kinds of things available. I had a school, so I was making an income and I could purchase things that I needed. Post notes, my little strips for testing color, and again, the more stencils there. So, and there's my airbrush. This is my Micron, old school. It's not the Tukami. Did I say that right? Takumi. And the one I do a lot of mixing with, the SB, the airbrush. The HP SB Plus by Iwata. That's very fine detailing too. Some special brushes that Steve Leahy recommended by Winsor Newton. I'm trying to show you everything, guys. So this is, and you learn from other people all the time. You're always in school, right? And this is a Series 7 by Winsor Newton. So Steve Leahy has an airbrush, he has a YouTube channel and Instagram and all kinds of good things. So that's it. I'll just back out here so you can see it from this end. This desk isn't used that much. It's like storing paintings, but when the grandkids come here, they can work there. I let them work at my desk there. And I set up sometimes something over here, but that's it. So thanks for checking it out. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to like the videos and comment if you will, because if you like them, the more that you comment, the more that you put the algorithm in a stronger output, I guess, that people can watch these videos. That other artists, that maybe newbies, people coming up that don't know about the channel. And so that's my setup. And I do leave this drawer open when I'm painting, and I keep sometimes a paint or two down there, and I'll pull this paper up and put it there on the desk and spray on it for testing colors and testing the airbrush. So I've got all my little things all at, right over my lap there. And, of course, the plugging, all the extension cords and stuff. So, yep, I'll end it on a distant shot here. Thanks for checking it out. Okay, I will see you guys on my next video. I can't promise for sure that I'm going to be doing a live on Tuesday on YouTube, because we've got a lot of medical things that we have to take care of, and I also have to get onto Facebook a little bit for those peeps. All right, thanks for checking it out, guys. Take care.